Right, hi guys, and yeah, I'm going to be mucking around painting a Tyranid. I've never painted one of these before, and I, to be honest, have absolutely no idea what colours I'm doing. I've got a kind of general idea. It's going to be quite darkish, sort of, kind of greeny, sort of khaki sort of stuff. I'm not really sure, so we're just going to have a play around. Caliban Green's one of my paints I've rarely ever used, so I don't know. Let's just try it out. So I'm gonna paint the fleshy parts of this guy in this colour. So let's just get some on my brush, water it down a little bit, and then just paint bits, I'm assuming. So I'm not sure if there's a specific way to paint Tyranids or an ideal way to paint them. I'm just gonna paint them, see what happens. At this point, it doesn't normally matter if you get some on the armour and that sort of thing, just think you have to put a little bit more paint into it. The armour, not really sure what colour that's going to be either, probably a khaki sort of setup. I'm going to try and make these models detailed, but not extremely complex. Where'd my paint go? Crap, lost my paint already. Here. Shh, I'm intelligent. Shut up. Right, bit more on my brush, bit more water, just to make it go a little bit further. Because I'm poor and I've really not got that much money to finish this project off. Because styrofoam is not very cheap, as I found trying to import it from bloody America. Because that's the only place that apparently makes it. So yeah, I'm basically going to just paint the entirety of this thing, bar the major bits of, like, you know, what do you call it? Armour plating, or, you know, bone, I'm assuming, because these are exoskeletal creatures. I think of them as tyrannants. So, like, ants crossed with, like, I don't know, the gigantic creatures of the 41st millennium. Yeah, I've just done most of this green layer, and to be honest, I'm actually quite happy with it already. So, I think we've found our main colour. I wore that down way too much. Let's just get some of that off. Add a little bit more paint, and we shouldn't need to put any more water on. So let's just paint through this guy. One problem with Tyranids is the amount of detail and stuff they have on them, so you really need to use thin layers rather than thick layers of paint. And you should do that on everything anyway, even if it is a kind of a lower detailed model, but it just makes painting a ton easier. Because you don't have to worry about, you know, getting bits wrong and having too much paint in a little crevice or anything like that. So let's, I do have a couple of reference ones that, well, I didn't buy these as reference ones, I bought these all in a, like, set off eBay, but, so I've got some sort of idea of where the armour ends, that sort of thing. So, there we go, just going through the whole model, finding bits that I haven't done, finding nice sections that need a bit of paint. Obviously I'm doing the green for now, then we'll move on to the bone colours later on. Let's just go back through the belly and the underside. Make sure we've got paint everywhere there needs to be paint. And let's just finish off the side of his head. And his tail, because I just put my finger on it. There you go. Well, this is probably going to need 2 coats of green, but I'm only going to do the basic colours in this video, so it's not too long, and my voice doesn't drone on in your ears for 25 billion years. Slight exaggeration there, you know, but nah, screw it. Get everywhere painted. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can really see that well. Like, there you go, you can see it shining a bit. There you go, so that's like a greenie. There will be pictures up when my mum gets back from wherever she's gone, because she's got all the cameras and things, so I'm gonna have to just do YouTube videos for now, because I don't have any like camera equipment, so that's fun. Alright, there you go. That's the green done. Let's just spread that out a bit more over there. A little dry brush on the armour, why not? Give it a little bit of a tint towards, well, anywhere really. Wash my brush off, and I'm still thinking green. I do have these Tamiya paints here, so we could have a play around with these. Why not? Alright, let's have a play around with this lighter colour. This is Tamiya Colour Sky XF21, and the green I just used was Caliban Green. So let's give this Tamiya one a nice good mix up. Right, that should be enough. Oh god, has this one like sealed itself shut or something? No, there you go. Right, let's see what this one looks like. So let's grab it on the brush, load that up quite a bit. These paints don't really react too well to water, so I'm not going to water it down, because they are very, very thin anyway. That does look very nice. Think, yeah, that bit back there needs to be painted in this colour as well. And this has gone on quite thick, so I'll just spread it out as it dries. Make sure to get it all in the back of the armour as well, because as it is staggered armour plating, you want to make sure you do get the paint everywhere it needs to be. Don't miss sections out. Let's just give that a nice brush over, just to make sure it's all nice and even. That's a little bit messy on that side, but we can just messy it up on the other side to make it look like it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, so at the moment I'm just experimenting really. Going around and seeing what colours look good, what colours don't look good, and taking it from there. Right, so under there the armour just kind of finishes, so it doesn't really go anywhere. Right, so that's the main armour on his back done. Let's just do the front of the gun and the back of the gun's armour with what paint we have left on our brush. I did put quite a bit of paint on there, so this might be a little bit too much, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing 2 coats, so I'm going to be fine, because as this paint is extremely thin. Another thing with this Tamiya paint as well, you want to make sure you go in one direction. And as it is Tyranids, this paint actually works out quite well, because it is, as I said, very thin, and it shows your brush marks quite a bit. So obviously with Tyranids, that doesn't really matter too much, because obviously it's natural, it's not made, so I'm about to say man-made, but I was like 40k and Xeno races. Purge the Xenos. My voice went weird for a second there, didn't it? Alright, there we go, that's pretty much most of the armour done on him. So yeah, there you go. That's just with 1 coat on. And I think this greeny sort of colour scheme actually looks quite nice. Green and bleached bone over the top. Obviously it needs a nice amount of wash in there and a bit of brown mixed into all of it, but I've got my wet palette here and I'll probably show you all of that in another video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is how he looks at the moment. We're going to be sticking with this colour scheme for all of them, and I will see you lot in the next one. Goodbye.